Hi, my name's Kaida. I'm a correspondent with A to J Connections.
And my name is Tiffany, and I'm the translator and artist liaison at A to J Connections. And today we're here with Ladybeard.
Hi, J Connections! Konnichiwa, Ladybeard des! Hi, Tiffany, how are you?
Good.
Your twin tails look fantastic today.
Your twin tails also look
Thank
fantastic.
you, beautiful. You look kind of looking lovely, sweetheart. Thank you for having me here today. Very excited to be here. Thank you, sweetheart. Good stuff. Hit me. What do we got?
Okay. So, first, can you tell us a little bit about your style of music?
Yep, so I sing a style of music called Kawaii core. So here's what it is. It's basically kawaii-ness, which, as we all know, is the Japanese word for cute. It's kawaii hardcore! Those two things put together, you see. So there's a lot of very cutesy cute singing and dancing, which then snaps into the death metal stylings.
Your current work with DEADLIFT LOLITA has put you into the idol genre. What's it like being a male in a female-dominated sector of the music industry?
It was fantastic because well, firstly, I'm not a male, I'm a 5-year-old girl,
Right.
as
That's true.
can clearly be seen from my appearance. But were I a male, it would be a fantastic position to be in because as as a male in a female-dominated industry, one is unique, you see. So people are often afraid of being unique, but in show business, it's probably one of the most sought after and useful qualities that you can possibly have. So I think anyone who is trying to get into show business in any way, if you can find a way to make yourself meaningfully unique whilst maintaining a high standard and high quality of work, you are on the winning ship.
What hardships have you faced or continued to face working as a foreign talent in Japan?
Oh, that's a great question. Being a foreign talent in Japan is a unique and often profound experience because political correctness is something that we in the West get raised with, but it hasn't really made it outside the West, so it hasn't really made it to Asia anywhere, right? So there's a lot of playing to stereotypes that you end up doing as a foreign artist in Japan. So that becomes quite a profound experience because it's such a different attitude from what we get raised with in the Western world, and things that I feel like I can't do or I shouldn't do because from my cultural perspective they seem unacceptable. In Japan, that's exactly what they want me to do and what they need me to do. So it's a very strange experience and one that I continue to sort of have new adventures in every day. But all part of the fun, really, isn't it?
Hardships aside, we're sure that living in Japan has its perks. What are some of your favorite places in Japan?
Well, Japan's fantastic. There's a lot of really wonderful stuff to see there. I like Osaka as a city. I think it's a great city. It's very, very vibrant. The people there are very, very friendly, and they love talking. So you get into a taxi, and the guy just doesn't shut up. But it's great, right? It's really fantastic. It's very friendly. So I really like Osaka. Within Tokyo, because I spend most of my time within Tokyo. Within Tokyo, for some reason, I really like Iidabashi. Do you know Iidabashi? Yeah. For some reason, I really like Iidabashi. I don't know why. There's a river and some cafes, and for some reason, it really appeals to me. So those are kind of my hot spots in Japan. So if you're going to Tokyo, check out Iidabashi. There's a restaurant on the water. It's lovely.
You have a very unique style that is almost as identifiable as your music. Do you have any favorite clothing brands or stores you like to shop at regularly?
Well, a lot of our stuff gets more or less tailor-made because there are very few women who have a back as wide as mine without having H-cup breasts, you see. So finding things that will fit correctly is challenging if I buy off the rack. So almost all of my stuff is tailor-made now. But we work with a store called Candy Fruits a lot. So Candy Fruits provides us with a lot of our stuff. So a lot of our Lolita stuff, however, comes from an online store called Bodyline, which specializes in kawaii fashion for cross-dressers. So that's a perfect place for me, really, isn't it? So.
We mentioned DEADLIFT LOLITA earlier. Can you tell us a little bit about meeting Reika and formation of this project?
So my new music project is called DEADLIFT LOLITA, and we're going to take the world by storm. So everyone please pay attention. DL-Lolita.com, which features myself and Japanese female pro wrestler and bodybuilding idol Reika Saiki. Reika Saiki. I said her name wrong. The problem is because in Japanese you say Saiki Reika.
Yeah.
And then you say Reika Saiki. Hence I always get my I and A switcherooed. So Reika, she kind of exploded onto the scene in Japan last year, and her first Image DVD came out and got her a lot of attention. So she is, just to explain, Reika is a very tiny little Japanese girl. I think she's even shorter than Tiffany. She's down to about here, I think. She's very, very short, but she's jacked. This girl, she's a pro wrestler. She's in the gym every day. She is a nugget of death. So when she kind of appeared on the scene, and then she also recently started wrestling in the same company that I wrestle for. So when she kind of burst onto the scene, we saw her and we said, oh look, she's strong and cute. I'm strong and cute. Makes perfect sense to come and be strong and cute together, doesn't it? So that's kind of how we got involved. I met her for the first time because we were wrestling on the same show, and she was fantastic. She came up and introduced herself. She was very, very polite. She was wonderful, and she's proving fantastic to work with. She's absolutely wonderful. She's incredibly hardworking, incredibly professional, and just ridiculous. Like, she's hilarious. It's non-stop laughing the whole time. So I'm really enjoying the experience of working with her. So DEADLIFT LOLITA 2017, people, check them out! Gosh! Oh, you can go to YouTube right now and check out our first single called Six Pack Twins. It's out of control. No control, not one bit. No control, Tiffany.
You just mentioned your song and you just released it. Can you tell us a little bit about the musical direction of the group?
The music direction of the group. So we kind of wanted to continue the same Kawaii core style that I've been known for. So snapping from very cute and lovely into death metal stylings and screaming and so forth. Hell yeah. The big difference between DEADLIFT LOLITA and the stuff I've done up to this point is in DEADLIFT LOLITA I get to sing for the first time. So in a lot of the other projects I was kind of put in to do mainly screams, and I wasn't ever really allowed to sing. So for the first time in DEADLIFT LOLITA I'm allowed to sing with a clean voice, which is very, very exciting for me, and I look forward to letting the world hear.
How have your experiences both solo and with Ladybaby affected your work in DEADLIFT LOLITA?
Well, without those experiences, up until now, we could not have formed DEADLIFT LOLITA. We really learned a lot from the previous 3 years' worth of work in Japan, and I think had we not had it in its entirety, we would not be able to successfully put DEADLIFT LOLITA together the way we have now. So yeah, I'm very grateful for all that work, and I'm very grateful for everything that we've learnt from it. And I think because of it, we're going to be able to really present a really excellent product to the world, particularly for the otaku market. We sort of, we learnt a lot from those other experiences. We learned a lot about who really likes my style and who really wants to come and see me live and whatnot. And so therefore DEADLIFT LOLITA is sort of tailored for that audience. So we're very excited to get it out there.
Are there any plans to release original solo works?
Yes!
Yay.
Stay tuned!
Yeah.
To be continued.
That's right.
Since your music brings together many different genres, what type of music do you prefer to listen to more in your free time? Do you have a preference, or like pop or metal? Or? I
listen to a lot of stuff, predominantly either pop or metal most of the time. So my iPod is mainly pop and metal, but I listen to all kinds of things. Recently in Japan, I just got my own TV show presenting Western music to the Japanese audience, which is fantastic. So because of that now, it means I'm now, actually it was before that anyway, I was listening to a lot of pop, but now that in particularly my pop tastes are expanding because I'm getting exposed to new work that I probably wouldn't necessarily expose myself to otherwise. So that's very, very exciting for me. And then living in Japan as well, I get exposed to new Japanese music every day, especially within the idol circles and idol sphere. So yeah, mainly pop and metal, but those two spheres are often expanding. For me.
Weight training and lifting play a big role in your aesthetic and current group concept. So let's kind of talk about that. and tying together music and lifting, what's your go-to workout song?
Oh! My go-to workout song. Well, look, it's always changing. It's always changing. You always need to, refuel the fires. Right now, since we are in Houston, ever since I got to Houston, I've been talking about this. A band I'm listening to at the moment is from San Antonio. So I know that's not Houston, but it's very close by. That's your hometown, if I'm correct. From San Antonio. They're called Upon a Burning Body. And right now, they are my workout music. And they are the best workout music you could ever hope for. If you're trying to lift heavy, get you totally pumped and ready to kill it. They're fantastic. So since getting to Texas, I was so excited to come to Texas so that I could sing one of their songs in the place that it's designed for. But every time I sing this song to a Texan, I get a different response. So I want to see how you guys respond to it. So Upon a Burning Body have a song called Texas Blood Money, right? And the song goes like this. Everything is bigger in Texas. Loaded double barrel, blow you to pieces. What do you think?
Interesting.
No, is that an accurate representation of your state?
Well, I'm not from.
Oh, you're from California. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yes.
I love Texas.
Good.
It's 100%.
Good girl.
Exactly what I feel on the inside.
Fantastic. That's my image of Texas. Just so that you know, I'm over at a gym in Japan, going, yeah, Texas. I love double barrel shotguns.
Good. We're so happy to hear that.
Oh, thank you, sweetie.
All right. Well, great. This is a good segue. Lots of lifters find it beneficial to scream and yell when pushing for new personal records.
Yep.
As a professional screamer, do you get really loud in the gym?
I do, but you're not allowed to in Japanese gyms. The staff come up and tell you off. Yeah,
Really?
it's ridiculous. See, then you're going for your last set, you're like, "Blah!" They'll be like,
Even at like
that's how they do it.
It's so true.
Yeah, totally right.
That's great.
So one of them comes up to me once, but what upsets me is they always send the personal trainer. So I always feel bad for the guy because he gets it, but he's the slave to the system, and he's got to do what the man tells him to do, right? So he comes up and he's always like, "Look, look, I understand, but I don't want to get fired. Please, just all right." So, but. Were this not a situation, yes, I would get extremely loud at the gym. Okay. I would love it. There was my old gym in Hong Kong. There was this guy who trained there who was fantastic. He'd sit there with his dumbbells. He was really strong, lifted really heavy. But before every set, he'd be like, "Hey, hey, come on now, hey, and then he'd start lifting. He had like a 10-second song he'd go through before
Like
he
to pump
lifted.
himself up? Like,
Yeah. It was awesome.
Interesting.
It was great. Kevin Hart has that spot about the guy at the gym, the huge no-neck 300-pound guy who puts like 400 pounds on the bar and he does all this stuff.
I think I've seen that.
Have you seen that spot? It's so funny. He never lifted the weight, he just left the gym.
That's enough of a workout already.
Okay. Speaking of deadlifting, what deadlift form do you prefer? Conventional or sumo?
I like the stiff leg. Stiff leg deadlift. Do you train, Tiffany?
No, I want to.
You should get to the gym. We're trying to encourage that with Deadlift Lolita. Let me explain. I'm not sure if this frame is big enough. Let me explain for 1 second. When you're deadlifting, so you put the bar on the ground, for those of you who don't work out, the barbell is on the ground. A conventional deadlift, you bend down like so, you pick it up from here, you can only see my head. Here we go, okay, good stuff. Bend down from here, and you, boom, pull up to here, okay? The sumo deadlift that Tiffany's talking about is with the legs spread in the sumo stance. You come to here, and you pop up to here. The variation that I like, which is my favorite movement to the gym, is the stiff leg deadlift, which hits your hamstrings, which is so keep your legs almost straight, and you bend down like that, grab the bar, boom, and pull up to there. So it hits the back of your legs. And actually, that's where the name Deadlift Lolita came from, because so I find that when I put on different outfits, they affect my physicality in different ways, depending on things like what parts of my body are exposed, if the shoes have particular heels and angles and things, that puts my legs at different angles, and so that kind of influences my physicality and the way I feel I should move at the time, right? So for instance, when I put on Seirofuku, I always want to do Taekwondo, I always want to kick, right? When I put on a Lolita dress, every time without fail, it makes me want to deadlift. So I start looking around for heavy stuff that I can grab. So that is where the name Deadlift Lolita came from. Because last year we did a bunch of photo shoots in Lolita Fuku. And every time I got my hair and makeup done and put on costume and everything, I'd stand up and just be like, need something low and heavy to grab. So I couldn't concentrate on the photo shoot because I just wanted to deadlift things. So this is where the name Deadlift Lolita came from.
Interesting.
So do you have any personal workout tips you care to share with everyone?
I would say if you are a beginner, well, first of all, everyone please work out because it's very good for you in some way. If you're a beginner, I would say the best thing to do is get into the gym with a trainer, hire a trainer just for a couple of sessions, or someone else like a buddy who knows what they're doing already, and get taught how to do things properly from day one. A lot of people, including myself, spend the first kind of 3 years with bad form because they don't really learn properly in the first place, and it's, you know, you figure it out eventually, but it's inefficient and it's dangerous. You can hurt yourself very easily, right? So my recommendation is get in the gym with someone who knows what they're doing. Don't worry about lifting heavy. Just get your form sorted out before you try and do anything else. That's going to get you best results fastest and prevent injury, which you don't want, Tiffany. You do not want to be injured, young lady.
No. Okay. Lastly, if you and Reika were pitted against each other in a wrestling match, who would win?
Probably her. She's a beast, man. She really is. She's a little death machine. Yeah, she really is. She's very, very strong. She's a very, very good fighter. And she is a bundle of energy. She really is. She is like, no one has more energy than this girl. She's absolutely fantastic, which is wonderful on stage because, you know, I pride myself on having a lot of energy. She matches me in energy. So it's just a freaking fireworks display when the two of us are on stage together.
Let's move towards some other questions about your recent work and your trip here.
Ask me anything.
Okay.
Ask me anything. Why is the sky blue, Ladybeard? Is that the next question? Is that what you're planning to ask me? I'll ask you that question. Why is the sky blued?
Because that's what makes us happy when we wake up in the morning.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer for someone who clearly didn't pay attention in year 6 science, but I'll take it. I like it.
All right.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
It's okay.
I didn't mean to tease you. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm tough. I can handle it.
Good girl. You are. You're a beast.
You recently released your first Deadlift Lolita MVs.
That's right.
They look like a lot of fun to film.
Oh, thank you.
Do you have any funny stories that occurred while filming you can share with me?
So we have not. Our second single is called Kimetera Sasairu, and that has not been released yet. It gets released very, very soon. But when we were shooting the video for that, so part of the video is shot inside a wrestling ring, but it's the cutest wrestling ring you've ever seen. It's pink and it's blue, and we covered in streamers and bows and all kinds of things. So on the front 2 turnbuckles, there are 2 teddy bears wrapped around the turnbuckles, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened was we had like 50 or so fans who, you know, got to be in the music video as the audience in the shot, which was fantastic. So we had them there and we're kind of waiting between shots, and we introduced the 2 teddy bears, and I said, this is Reika's teddy, this is my teddy. Reika, what's your teddy's name? Her teddy's name was Reika-chan no kuma no namae nandashita ka? Kumagoro. Kumajiro? Kumamon?
Kumamon じゃない。Kumamon はコピーライト問題ある。
Kumajiro. Something involving Kuma, which is Japanese for bear. Kumamochi or something. Kumajimon something. Anyhow, she introduces her bear's name. And everyone said, oh, Kawaii, he's lovely. She says he's a great bear. He works very hard. He's fantastic. He's lovely to be around. And she said, Bia-chan, what's your bear's name? I said, Brian. This is my bear, Brian.
And why did you name it Brian?
Well, it just seemed appropriate. The bear in question, just looked at him. We've been chilling all day. And I was like, represent Brian. So that's my story about the music video.
Great.
The bears, Kuma something and Brian, who are now important members of the group.
Yay!
So it's a 4-member group?
That it is now, that's right. Me, Reika, and a pair of bears. Brian the bear, and Kuma something.
You better see them in a future music video.
We're going to feature them everywhere.
Lifting something, going crazy.
We're going to feature them everywhere.
You have quite the fan base.
I do, bless.
Did you expect Ladybeard to get this far and get so big?
Yes, but I did not necessarily expect things to happen the way they did. Specifically, I'm very grateful and happy that I got famous within the kind of the anime community. When I first went to Japan, a good friend of mine who's an American guy who lives over there, he used to work in the conventions here, right? And so when I first got there, he kind of said to me, you know, you should not think about the American conventions, you just focus on Japan because you're not Japanese, so the chance of you getting booked as a guest for the American conventions is low. So I'm like, oh, all right. So I just kind of focused on Japan. So I'm very, very grateful that now I've gotten famous within the global anime community and I'm coming to all these global conventions. That's, you know, really makes me proud and very, very grateful. So thank you very, very much, everyone, for your support.
We understand that you've been to Texas before.
Yes!
I know you went to Austin, right?
Austin!
Yeah.
We had a lot of barbecue.
But
Didn't move.
Have you been to Houston before?
No, it's my first time in Houston. It's lovely.
How do you like it here?
It's fantastic. It's beautiful. The weather's great. So is the fact that the weather is, because I've noticed the sky is very clear generally, is that why you guys have the space station? It's because it's not cloudy and so you get clear views of the sky? Is that?
Maybe.
No idea?
Yeah, she said yeah.
You reckon
That's definitely, yeah.
Really?
Yep.
We'll go with yes. We'll go with yes.
We'll go with yes.
Whenever like an touring artist comes to Houston, on stage, do they always make some kind of Houston we have a problem joke?
No, I don't think they know.
Oh, really?
Or, I mean, maybe...
I specifically did not make a Houston we have a problem joke because I thought that everyone would do that every day and you guys would be sick to death of it.
We would love it. Do it all the time.
Well, okay, I'll do it in San Antonio. San Antonio, we have a problem.
They'll be like, no, they'll still love it. It'll be
Okay, cool.
You performed here on the first night of Anime
I
Matsuri.
did.
Can you tell us a little bit about that experience?
Oh, it was fantastic. The fans here were wonderful. Holy moly. I'm on stage, I can't hear my music, they're so noisy. It was fantastic. Just constantly, Ladybird! Smashing the stage. Ladybird! It was wonderful. The fans here were fantastic. Passion. You are passionate in Texas. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
Passionate. No, the fans here were absolutely wonderful. The staff have been great, taking really good care of us. We've had a wonderful time. Thank you very much, Anime Matsuri.
And lastly, can you give a final message to your fans?
Everybody, thank you so much for your support. I really deeply appreciate the support you've supplied to me. The support you've given me over the past few years. I really look forward to bringing you guys DEADLIFT LOLITA, and I really look forward to working hard to make you guys smile more in the future. Please keep supporting Ladybeard. Please support DEADLIFT LOLITA. I love you guys so much. Please keep supporting J culture around the world. Minasan aishiteru yo.
Do you have any upcoming plans you care to share with us? Any tours or anything?
DEADLIFT LOLITA first ever show outside Japan. Chicago, July 7, 8, 9 at Anime Midwest. If you're anywhere near there, it's a historic day. It's our first ever show outside Japan. So, holy moly, be there or be square. It's going to be out of control. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Apart from that, South America coming up. Peru and Colombia at a time that I can't remember off the top of my head. You can check out ladybeard.com, ladybeard.com, it's all there. And that's all.
Yes. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you for having me. Great to talk to you. Thank you so much. Ladybeard desu. I love A to J connections.